Hello, World of Tank Blitzers. It's Littlefinger, and I've got two games here I'm going to show you in my VK4502B, which I am currently grinding, and I'm going to talk about decision making as we get started here, guys. Make sure you check out the requirements for our Tier 8 non-premium gift card giveaway. Top damage, make sure you post a replay in the Discord server. Must be a subscriber here on YouTube, which of course is free. So hey, help me out here, hit that subscribe button. And so to this game here on Mines, as the enemy red quickly loses a tank trying to take the hill. This is the VK4502B, and I am currently grinding this tank, which is oftentimes, you know, can be a little bit painful. So I finally got the top engine and top gun on it, and we're really having a little bit more fun with it. But as I said, you know, I want to talk about your decision making because in this game, in both of these games, to be honest, I make some bad decisions, and I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm also going to talk about some good play by a teammate and some bad play by a teammate that ultimately decides the fate of this game. And so, as you know, when you're grinding a tank, you're still trying to get used to, you know, the angles, the gun depression, that type of stuff. So we've done good so far up to now, not giving away hit points. And really what you want to do is get into a situation here. Obviously, I was okay trading that with the IS-4, but I didn't realize the FV was on the other side of the map. And luckily he doesn't put all 3 shots into me, but he puts 2 into me. And now my plan to get up onto the hill is kind of thwarted by the fact that you know, I've unnecessarily lost 800, 900 hit points already. Second bad decision there was pushing up on these two guys, knowing that they can basically push on me and I can't get behind any hard surfaces, and all I'm doing at this point is trading shots, which is not a situation I want to be in. Now here comes a good teammate. Look at this. He has full health and he is putting himself in between me and the enemy so much that I can't even get a shot off, but what he is effectively doing is keeping a gun in the game. Not sure if that makes a huge difference. As you can see, it's 6-on-1 right now, but to have that foresight there to know, hey, I've got a fellow tanker here who is a one-shot. I've got 1200 hit points, whatever he had, and he was willing to give those up to keep my gun in the game, which, you know, the way these games are going these days, you can never be too careful. And he's going to come around and finish it off, and obviously a good player there. And so obviously I gave him a thumbs up for doing that. But you know, so that was good play there on his part. Alright guys, second game here on the, you know, decision making, and these are the type of mistakes that will cost you a game. Obviously you can't rely on your team, so you've got to make good decisions throughout the entire game. And you can see here, I am bottom tier, was bottom tier on both of those games. But the way this tank has been playing, this armor is so troll that I get a little bit of false sense of security in it. I do get a lot of bounces. So I decided to be a little bit more aggressive and try to cut them off as they went down the heavy line. And so as you can see here, we've spotted them up. We get a nice shot into the T-57, and we should have just left it at that. We should have relocated, done a better job of angling, because you watch here. He tracks me, my shot goes high, I miss him. He tracks me again, and he tracks me a third time. So I've used up both of my repair kit consumables, and you watch, I was just pissed, so I'm like, I'm gonna go get another shot on him. But as we're doing that, we get tanks coming up through the middle, and I get ammo racked. So this essentially now I cannot repair for 60 seconds. And my loading time goes from about 12 seconds to about 20 seconds. So, I mean, just about half the amount of time that it takes me to reload now. So I cannot be effective as much. You know, this tank is really great at side scraping. So I'm actually not in a bad position, provided all of those guys that were in the middle are now gone. But look at this super long reload time. So those were some really bad decisions on my part to push so fast so early. And we get another shot into the M103, and here comes the really bad decision. So we can see now that Foch is looking this way. Well, we'll see it here when this IS-7 pulls up. M103 is looking at us. Foch is looking at us. Nope. I am able to get one more shot in. But now we've got his attention, and he's looking our way. And with only 40 hit points, all he has to do is throw an HE shot at us, and you know, we're done for. And so that's the end of our game. But if you look at this, it's 5-on-2 right now. And this is going to be a really close game. So obviously my decision making there severely impacted it. They've got a couple of one-shots. And the Foch is going to make a run for it, which is going to be a bad mistake. He gets taken out here. And it's 3-on-2 now. And this Waffentrager here, which is the guy I'm going to focus on, is full health. Now remember what the other guy did for me, right? He laid his tank in the way to get shots. This is a little unfortunate. They both shoot. So Waffentrager here is on a long reload, and you know, he's up against a T-57 who probably has fully reloaded, but he just has to be aggressive right now. He has to get one of these two tanks out, and he makes indecision here. You just got to push. You got to take a shot from the M103, and you've got to get that 57 out. 57 obviously can do 3 shots at 400 each very easily without even any HE. So as you see, what happens here is his indecision is going to lead to some really bad results. Another shot from the M103, a shot from the 57, and he misses his shot. So what turned out to be a potentially winnable game turns into a loss. And I'm not blaming this Waffentrager. I made my own mistakes. I think I was just over 2k in damage in this game, which I should have done more. But 1800, so I didn't do enough in this game either. So you know, it's those kind of things that you really have to think about in the heat of the battle that are going to affect your win rate. So be a little bit more cautious early on, save those hit points, and then use your hit points to save you or save your teammates, and I promise you will win more games. So with that, guys, have fun out there, stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.